The phone rings. The voice on the other end already knows your name, maybe your address too. They say they are calling from the IRS. They tell you that you owe back taxes you have to pay right now, today, or the police are on their way. Your heart starts pounding, and that pounding heart is exactly what they are counting on. I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Here's something I do not think gets said enough. All the smart money moves in the world do not matter if someone tricks you into handing your money away. Building wealth is one half of the job. Protecting what you have built is the other half. And tax season is when the bad guys come out to play. Scammers love this time of year. They know you are busy. They know you're getting a little stressed about getting things right with the government. So they call, they email, and they set up shop pretending to be tax preparers. Let me walk you through the three big ones and how you keep your money right where it belongs. So let's start with the phone call, because it is the most common trick out there. Someone calls claiming to be the IRS. They might say you owe back taxes. They might say the opposite, that you have a refund waiting. They just need your bank information to send it. Both are traps. Here's the part I want you to write down. There are three things the real IRS will never do. The IRS will never demand payment over the phone. The IRS will never threaten to send the police or have you arrested. And the IRS will never ask for your credit card or debit card number on a call. So the moment any of these three things happen, you already know it's a scam. What do? You stay calm and you get off the phone. You do not argue. You do not explain yourself. You do not give them one single piece of personal information. You just hang up. Then you report it. You can call the Treasury Inspector General for tax administration at 800-366-4484. That's 800-366-4484. Or report it to the Federal Trade Commission and your local police. I'll give you a simple habit that has saved a lot of folks a lot of grief. During tax season, let your voicemail do the work. If a number you do not recognize calls, let it ring through. A scam is much easier to spot sitting in your voicemail than it is when someone is yelling threats in your ear. You are not on the spot. You get to think. And thinking is the one thing these people do not want you to do. Now, the second trick is email. When a fake IRS message shows up in your inbox, that is called phishing. A popular version asks you to update your IRS e-file on your profile with a handy link to click. Do not click it. The real IRS does not email you about your account or your refund. So here's the rule. Never open emails claiming to be from the IRS. Stay away from any website that looks off or promises something too good to be true, and never type your social security number or your bank information into an email, because with your social security number alone, a criminal can file a tax return in your name and walk off with your refund. The third trick is the sneakiest, because it shows up wearing a suit and a smile. Fake tax preparers. Not everyone who offers to do your taxes is the real deal. So how do you tell? A legitimate preparer is required to have something called a PTIN, a Preparer Tax Identification Number from the IRS. No PTIN, no deal. Walk away and watch for the red flags. Be careful with anyone who sets their fee based on the size of your refund. Be careful with anyone who wants your refund sent to them instead of you. Be very careful with anyone who promises you a giant refund before they have even looked at your numbers. And if a preparer ever asks you to sign a blank return or hints at bending the rules to pad your refund, get up and leave. Because if they file a phony return in your name, you are the one who answers for it. Penalties, interest, and in some cases, criminal charges. Not them, you. So what does this mean for you? It comes back to something I talk about all the time: safety. Before we ever talk about return, before we talk about growth, we talk about protecting the foundation. Your money strategy means nothing if a scammer drains the account on Tuesday afternoon. The good news is that the people who get scammed are almost never the people who slow down and ask one simple question: does this feel right? You already have that instinct. You just have to give yourself permission to use it. If you want to get your whole financial house in order, not just for tax reasons, for tax season, but for good, I put together a tool to help you do exactly that. Go to rsrlinks.com/keysteps. That's rsrlinks.com/keysteps. It walks you through the steps to get organized, protect what you have, and build from a position of strength. Because strategy beats rate always. And strategy starts with knowing your money is safe. I am Ron Siegel, your certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Thanks for listening to the Borrow Smart segment, brought to you by rsrwealthbuilder.com, rsrwealthbuilder.com.